Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The playoffs have arrived. It is the start of Super Wild Card Weekend, and off we go here on this Saturday. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Travis Etienne. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Open man, it's Jamison Williams. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Now a screen set up for Etienne. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, go! Take right open.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
Throwing is Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but...
And he's going to go into the end zone, but he may have gotten a little help along the way. This one's coming back. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They're at the 4, looking to get the game's first points. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Receiver in motion, going right. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw, here's Willis. That's caught. It's the rookie from Penn State. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. So Kittle comes in motion. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Willis to throw. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's in. George Kittle. Touchdown, Titans. Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Titans move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked, It's second down. To throw is Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up third down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch-and-catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Titans out to the early lead. We're back in Music City after this. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And he's going to have the Jaguars, and he is going to have the Chargers.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Good work after the catch. They gained 19 yards and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down. To throw is Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are on top. It's now 10-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Throwing is Willis. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
Throwing Willis. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover. You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Willis now to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, set. 79 Bronco. Set, go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. And the Jaguars are going to take over here up near the 40.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
That's complete. He finds Brian Thomas.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A big play for Jacksonville. 31 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go.
Now here's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. Go, go.
Lawrence. Got his man at the 6. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line. They motion the slot man left. And that is not going to work out as planned. It'll be a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal.
23.
Lawrence now. He's got it at the 3. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Good blocking, and he's in. Trevor Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Willis now to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 70 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. Oh, no, back over the middle. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain. So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. One team advances. One team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They get the Alabama man, the former first-round pick, J.C. Latham.
Got it. Ready? Ready? Tiger, 19, Tiger. Pioneer. Ready?
Now Willis. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Check.
To the ground, a first down run. Second down and 8.
19, Tiger. 9, Warrior, 70. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Pistol snap to Willis. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align, and tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down. Now a give up the middle. And despite his best efforts to get away, ultimately, he goes down behind the line.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. This defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
Check smash. 19, Lion. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Here's a run to the 5-yard line. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Medical staff going to take a look, see if he can continue here in this wild card round.
Ready, set.
The ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
Set. Ready.
They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Ready, break. Check. Set. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in. The defense standing their ground, pushing him back, and it sets up 4th and goal.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight, so as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide, nowhere to cut, take him down for a loss.
Willis. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And not much room to run there. He'll only get to the 6-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Slot receiver headed right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Lawrence now on 2nd down. Quick throw taken in. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Etienne. He's got room to the 45. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Slot man in motion left. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set. Trap 6,
Willis to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. It's second down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Throwing, Willis. On a man, left side. It's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's Willis. And he finds Tyreek. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Willis. Going up top. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. This run straight ahead for Etienne. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They go play action for Lawrence. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here. And don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
At their own 45-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. He's going to try it here again. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. That's the safety, Andre Cisco.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
11.
To throw is Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning the only clock stoppage they have left. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, kill!
Now, faking the give. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. We're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Hey, let's go.
The last 2 runs each lost a yard. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 12.